Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of Ask Emily. Our first question comes from Alex, who said, "Your eye makeup is always so well done, but from your photos it's hard to tell if you opt for black or dark brown eyeliner. I wear black, but I'm wondering if brown would look more natural. I'm curious, which do you prefer and why?" So I think a lot of this comes down to your coloring. Because I have blonde hair and lighter eyes, for the most part I choose a darker brown eyeliner, but this also changes at night. Like if I'm going out, I'll do something darker like a smoky gray with a black eyeliner, and I don't think it looks too severe. But for the daytime, I always stick to a dark brown, which doesn't seem like it would make a really big difference, but overall I think it looks a lot more subtle. This next question is from Tati, who said, "I finally just bought my own DSLR and I'm currently only making use of the automatic and effect settings. Did you take any photography lessons for improving your skills? And how do you manage to take photographs of yourself without the help of your husband? And how would you describe your attitude towards always taking your camera with you and being close to only seeing everything through the lens?" Well, to start, I think it's great that you have a DSLR. It's a fantastic camera to work with, and that automatic setting is there for a reason. So take advantage of it and don't worry about always knowing how to use it perfectly. Read up on the manual though whenever you can, and practice makes perfect. I took some courses in college for photography, but nothing related to my blog. I simply look at a ton of pictures online, art, table books, and I've actually also bought books that are related to photography to try to improve my skills. I'm lucky to have a husband who does take the photographs of me for my site, but if you can find a friend to help you out, that would be great. Also, there's always a self-timer option. We also take a ton of photographs to get a few that look great, so don't get discouraged right away. And then lastly, I usually bring my camera if there is a really fantastic opportunity, if I'm at the beach or if I'm going to a new restaurant I've never been to. But usually I just bring my iPhone. I find that the photographs that I can take with that are more than sufficient. Sam asked, "I just got my first big girl job and I will be doing a lot of public speaking. Being front and center and commanding an audience makes me nervous. Do you have any tips to help me improve or any advice on how to appear more comfortable when I'm in front of people? I'll be doing media on-camera interviews and in front of large audiences." So I have a little thing to share. I used to be an absolutely terrified public speaker, as in I would get sweaty palms. I would feel like I was gonna faint pretty much the minute I stood up. And when I was at AOL, they had Toastmasters come in, and it's a program to really help you become more comfortable when you're speaking in front of groups, if you're giving a speech, whatever you're going to be doing. And when I first started, I was terrible. I used a ton of filler words, which means I was always relying on things like like, and eventually over time, I got a lot more comfortable speaking in front of people, and it really helped. So it was one of those things that took a while, but I would recommend joining something like that. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Ask Emily, and please keep on sending your questions to me via the comment section on my site or through social media with the hashtag AskEmily.